Okay, so hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Dalizu. Um, I have a short grocery haul which I'd like to share with you. But apart from that, I'd like us to share something about stockpiling. Uh, I have been through some difficult financial times in the recent past, and I realized that one thing that has been struggling while I'm going through that period is, you know, I have to do all these things and I still have to buy food. So I figured the best way would be to get the food cost out of the way so that I can concentrate on the challenge that is ahead of me. Because I think the worst feeling is to have, you know, other financial challenges pressing you down, and then you also have to buy food to feed the family. I think if if you can have one thing out of the way, it can help you during that difficult time. So I've learned this through all the time we've had COVID, times when I've been unemployed, times when I didn't have an income. But this is one way I'd like to help myself to have a situation where I have a stock of food so that I can concentrate on whichever challenge is making me, is giving me pressure. So, uh, uh, I have gone through many YouTube videos, uh, this and that with Denise Jordan. Then there is the other one, Be My Guest with Denise Cooper. They're both Denise. Those are good channels to go to if you're looking for a place where you can learn how to stockpile uh, some essentials for difficult times. Not even just for difficult times. I've also talked to my friends, some who we go to church with, or some neighbors, and they say, yeah, for them they buy rice for a year, or a whole gunia of beans, a whole sack of beans, or a whole sack of ndengu, whatever can be there always, whatever staples they can get to be there always as they are trying to navigate these difficult financial times. I also found that you can stockpile personal care products, which is what I've started just recently. And I think as homemakers, mothers, people who have a responsibility to make sure that everyone is provided for in, well, just in a decent way. I think it can be good to have that type of stockpile. I have a problem with storage because my house is small, but I'm thinking of all kinds of ideas, like the kitchen shelves, which have been storing lunch boxes which I don't use. So if I'm not using them, I get rid of the lunch boxes and the packages which are there, and I put uh, 3 or 4 uh, rows of rice, or 3 or 4 rows of ndengu, or 3 or 4 rows of beans. Then in the bedroom, if there's that shelf where um, you know clothes can be squeezed, so that there is a space to put sanitary towels or tissues, or maybe kitchen towels and such things. I have realized that it's an important topic. Uh, when when back in the day, before civilization came to this area, civilization, no, colonization, our grandmothers used to have granaries. It was a house for food. That's like saying that you have a little house which you have built to be putting in the extra stock that you have. When they harvested, they would keep enough maize for a year or enough beans for a year, and that would be next year is when, next season is when they now have another pile of food. And this was food that was kept for the family, it was kept for uh, you know other needy, like my grandmother was very generous. She rarely used to feed just her own family. There were always people coming around. There were always people who needed something from her. And I think she had this wisdom. Apart from being a farmer, she had the wisdom of keeping something for a rainy day. And that makes sure that you don't have those financial or rainy days that have no food, you know. So it's something that I'd like to think about and go through in this channel. Once in a while, we'll be talking about that type of storage. It's part of homemaking, and if you're not wise, you might find yourself in situations where all the money is spent and there's no, like, if I come to your house, there's no there's no food for 4 days. Yeah, we can't say that now we are not spending any money this week. We will eat what's in the house. So it's I have come to realize that it is important to stockpile, and hopefully I'll find more ideas about stockpiling which can help me, and I'll share them with you. All right, let me get this out of the way. This is Freestyler. It's perfume for men, but I think it smells nice. I'm going to use it. I have here Sour. Sour is soap, bath soap, which is very simple and cheap. It's good to put such things in a stockpile so that there's no... Okay, I think it's important to keep the things you don't want to run out of suddenly. Like soap can stay. You can buy soap for a whole year. Unless you want to change now, the ones that are in your pile are not what you want to use. Then you buy the one that you need. But otherwise, I think it's important to pile some things. There's no point to buy things like, for example, sanitary towels for 1 month. You're going to be using them all your life, so it's just as well that you get as many as possible. I'll use shampoo because I'm someone who uses shampoo, so my daughter and I will be needing shampoo. Even my son has long hair, so he's interested in using these shampoos. I had 2 big bottles, but I found I have a difficult time storing them, so I've decided to get the shorter bottles, and I'll be stockpiling this size. Niadi is shampoo and conditioner 2-in-1. And I got 2 bottles of those. There is hair food. Okay, for this one I don't normally use so much of it, but I have seen that this one is anti-dandruff, and my daughter has she needs that menthol to stop that itching. So that is the soap, Sour. I think I like the smell of the white one. I'm also having a difficult time storing Blue Band. Blue Band is margarine, is a bread spread. I hope to keep that size, because if I get the bigger size, first of all, when they're using it, they make a mess out of it. You find that it stays, the longer it stays, the more it has jam and peanut butter mixing into it. All right, so, and then this is nut gold, is peanut butter. It's made in India, just because I've not found one that's made in Kenya that tastes nice to me. This is Zesta mixed fruit jam. For the same reason that I don't want children making messes I just want it to be the small packet that can finish and we are done. Also, this is red plum jam. My son wanted grape jam, but there isn't grape jam in these supermarkets of ours. We don't even eat grapes that much. Grapes are expensive for us, so it's that fruit that you don't just buy. You buy it when it's special. All right, so this is Dawat Pulses. This packet is 500 grams. So why I get the 500 grams? This is one meal. When I open it, I don't have to worry about where I'll keep the other half. Okay, I have ideas about buckets and containers that can be sealed, but for now I don't have them, and I can't wait to have them before I can start my stockpile. So I already had about 4 kilos of green grams. So now this I've added is 8 kilos, and no, I've added now 2 kilos, yeah, of the one in the stockpile. That means that's not the one we are working with now. There's the ndengu that we are using, then there's the one we are putting away. Then Msafi, I picked the wrong one because I like the white. I don't like these brownish bar soaps. I like the white ones, but now I'm dealing with this. I have 4 of those. This is the 5th one. And then there is yellow beans. Yeah, this my husband likes them or needs them. So I need to get more of the yellow beans. And then, of course, family biscuits can keep for a long time. I had how many packets? I'm just adding to the other packets which were there while my children today they're having cupcakes. So these will probably be for the weekend. Okay, of course, onions. These are onions. These are for using just now. Those are not in the stockpile. Another thing I'm keeping in storage is these small sachets of Downy, so that I can just be, I can count them. I can count them per laundry. So since I use one for every laundry, I can just count these are enough for, 2 weeks or 1 month or, yeah. So I didn't have any of these brown ones. The ones I had are the blue Downy. So this is what I'll be using, one per laundry. Then this is Lily of the Valley. I have a friend who made me worry about air fresheners, and she asked me if I know the chemicals that they put in air fresheners. So I haven't been caring, but we used to use these. We've been using these with my mom, and we have used them in this family for some time. So I want to see whether I can use these instead of, just to make the home smell nice instead of air fresheners. Scented candles are very expensive, so I'm not really interested in investing in those, but I'll use Lily of the Valley and see how it works. Maybe I can review it, then I'll tell you what the scents are like. I also bought ice cream which we've already eaten and fruits. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.